If you've ever baked your cake and your cake went bad in less than 3 days, then ensure you watch this video to the end, because I'll be sharing my secret recipe to having long-lasting cakes. So if you know you want to venture into cake making and selling, watch this video till the end. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ami Cakes, and in today's episode we'll be talking about commercial cake recipe with long shelf life. So I'll be giving you the secret. So for this recipe you need about 200 grams of butter. You need about 1.5 cup of sugar. You need flour about 2.5 cup. You need baking powder about 2 teaspoons. You need 4 large eggs, and the last ingredient, I'll be saying it at the end of the video. So many times you find out that after baking your cakes, it doesn't stay up to 3 days before going bad. So there are many things that could attribute to that. Number one, when you use dairy products like milk tend to reduce the life shelf of that particular cake. So if you've ever wondered why after baking a cake in less than 3 days it has gotten bad, milk is one of the factors that would cause that. One of the factors that causes that. And a lot of people, they will tell you you can add preservative and it will preserve the cake. You can add this, but in this particular cake I will not be adding in any preservative. And trust me, this cake can actually stay for 3 weeks. Yes, you heard me right, 3 weeks without going bad. So before you start that your commercial supply of cake, before you start that your cupcake business, before you start that's your cake business, ensure you've seen this video, because trust me, you don't want a bad market. When I say a bad market, having baked a cake for a customer, having the report of the cake going bad in less than 2 days. Trust me, I've been in a situation like that, and it would definitely leave you devastated. You actually do not want that. And if this is your first time in the baking industry, maybe you have no experience, what I'm trying to do in this process in the video was I'm trying to combine my sugar and my butter together. So I used my hand mixer. You can use anything at all. If you have a hand whisk, you could use your hand whisk. If you have a spatula, you could use a spatula. All you have to do is just ensure that the butter and the sugar incorporate very, very well. So having mixed my butter and my sugar for about 3 to 8 minutes, I added in my eggs. Like I said, you need 4 large eggs. So I switched from my hand mixer because I don't want to over mix it. I switched from my hand mixer to my hand whisk, and I just went on mixing. So there's something I want you to take note of. If you notice, the sugar in this recipe is a little bit higher than usual. Reason because this particular recipe, what our sugar is serving as, our sugar is not only serving as a sweetener, is not only serving as what will make the cake really moist. Yeah, you have the secret. Our sugar is serving as our preservative. I don't know if you've ever heard it before, but yes, sugar can serve as your preservative. So we eliminating milk, we replace milk with something else, which I'll be showing you at the end of this video. So ensure you don't skip any parts, because each part I'll be saying really, really vital information that would help you. You would have found out that even people that are not beginners, people that have been baking for years, they still have these issues of their cake not lasting. Like, you are not even confident enough to supply the supermarket because you feel in less than 3 days, the cake might go bad. But with this recipe, all the secrets will be revealed. You can now supply your cakes to the supermarket with no fear at all. And for the correct measurement for each ingredient, it will be posted at the end of the video. So ensure you stay tuned. So our sugar here served as our preservative, as I was saying, and we replaced our milk with something else, like I said earlier. It will be shown in the video, so you don't need to worry about that. If you've watched this video till this length, congratulations, because you've actually made it this far. A lot of people actually don't watch the video to the end and they miss a lot of things. So there I'll be telling you how your cake can stay for 3 weeks. So having baked this cake, ensure you bake like the cake is fully baked. You avoid ingredients such as what's it called, liquid milk. We'll be replacing our liquid milk with water. Yes, we're not adding liquid milk to this particular batter means this particular cake could stay for 3 weeks. Yes, you heard me right. This cake can actually last for 3 weeks. It would stay for what? For 3 weeks. It will not go bad. And some people might be like, can I add preservative? One thing about those artificial preservative is that they tend to make your cake really hard, really strong, and it's not actually healthy. If you saw the beginning of the video, you could see how the cupcake was really soft and moist. It could stay like that for the whole of the 3 weeks without going hard or strong. So you're not compromising your texture, you're not compromising your taste, you're not compromising anything. And at the end of the day, you're still going to have a long-lasting cake. So at this point, we'll be adding in the water. Please take note when we added the water. We added the water after doing the mixture of our flour and what's it called, and the butter. So we added the water when we were mixing in our dry ingredients into our butter. You will see that it's a little bit thick. Yes, because it's a butter-based recipe. You don't expect it to be running like an oil-based recipe. So for the correct measurement for the water, you need about 2/3 cup. If you don't have 2/3 cup, just ensure you use 1/3 cup 2 times, and that's what I did. So at this point, you're like almost there. Just continue mixing. I had to change my hand whisk because that one was giving me issues, so I changed it, and you can see now it's the water have loosened up the texture of the butter a bit. I added the remaining water that was left, and you could see how creamy this is. Even without adding milk, it is this creamy. That's to tell you that with or without milk, your vanilla cake can still be top notch. Yes, it's just that milk tends to reduce the lifespan of the cake. It reduces it a lot. Like if your cake was supposed to last for about 2 weeks, you imputing milk, your cake might just stay for just maybe 2 to 3 days and it might go bad. And another way for you to preserve your cake is by storing it in a cool place, storing it in a cool and dry area. You understand? So I just added in a bit of the vanilla because I'm a vanilla girl actually. I added a little bit of vanilla flavor, and I just use my spatula and incorporate all ingredients. And there you have it. Your lush vanilla butter is ready. A lot of people might charge you for this information, but you're just having it for free. All I just want you to do, if you've not done that, is for you to like this video, comment, and hit the subscribe button. You can also turn on the post notification so that you get notified each time we make posts such as this, if you find this helpful. And I know you will. So we'll be using this batter to bake our cupcakes. You can use it to bake any kind of cake you want, but for this particular video, I am baking a cupcake because I want to supply this to a supermarket. Like, I want to take this as a second business. So that's how I'm making this video for those that want to start a business of supplies to supermarkets, to retail stores, and all of that. Ensure you use recipes such as this and try eliminating the use of milk. It won't do it will do much harm to your cake than good. Yes, it might give it the creamy texture you like, but trust me, following this recipe, you could do away with that. So using this recipe, I got about close to 29 cupcakes using this recipe. I got about 29, close to 29 cupcakes. And for you to have an even cupcake, a leveled cupcake, I advise using an ice cream scoop, or you can use 1/4 cup, depending on the one you have at your disposal. You don't want your cupcake to be too small, and you don't want it to be all over the place. You don't want it to be too risen, so you want to ensure that everything is even. So it is advisable you measure out your cupcake, your batter, especially for your cupcake, because you want it to be all leveled out, everything even and all of that. So you have to, I strongly advise using an ice cream scoop for that, because this is what is going to give it that leveled and even surface. Then what you do after baking is, after your cake is ready, you leave it on your surface, leave it to cool off before packaging it. That's another thing. That's another mistake a lot of people make. They want to package it almost immediately. No, allow it to cool off. If you package it immediately, it might tamper with the life shelf of that particular cake also. So you want to ensure it has actually cooled off before you start packaging, maybe in your cling film, in whatever package you want to use, but ensure it's completely cooled off. And I baked this in 150 degree. It was not too high, it was not too low, because I wanted my cake to be fully baked. I don't want to rush the process. And I left it to cool off for about 20 to 30 minutes before I packaged it. And that was it. So the secret, you have it. The sugar served as the preservative. We eliminated milk and we used water instead. This would give you a long-lasting cupcake. Basically, this can stay up to 3 weeks, 2 weeks thereabouts, 2 to 3 weeks actually. So you can see the texture. I had to open one so you guys could see how it is. Like, see how it is. See how soft, see how fluffy they are all looking like. And I had to slice this open. For those that might be like, maybe there are different videos. No, they aren't. This is what we got from our recipe. So if you find this video helpful, all I need is your like, your comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.